Well, hello friends now, and welcome to the Pirate Round. Now, I be Captain Skultopus here, this be the Scarlet Raven, and here be our friend Captain Turner, who's come up from the southern harbour there to visit us and bring us stories and legends and lore of the piratical realms about the world. And we welcome him here on our show. And we're going to start out this episode of the Pirate Round with a toast to our friends. And as we do every episode, we appreciate our friends greatly, so we drink to you now. And we offer you a bit of the drink of the Jamaican Mountain Red that we've got. And we say to you then, welcome to the Pirate Round. We appreciate you so much. And we're going to start this episode off, yar har.
Yar har.
Yar har. Now, I had somebody ask me, send me a letter the other day. Francis T. Pickwith.
Oh, Pickwith there.
From Alexander somewhere. I don't remember.
Long somewhere. Ways away.
And he asked, what does it mean to be a scurvy dog?
Oh, that's a tough one. Well, you don't want to have scurvy. That would put you down. It really would. It'd make you sick, your teeth fall out, your joints start to ache, and eventually you die.
I think they said that scurvy was what pirates feared and sailors in general feared more than anything else about that life was scurvy. That was a horrible way to die.
True. A terrible, long, terrible death that went on for weeks until you finally succumbed in terrible pain.
But I think the term scurvy dog means don't be a bad person or a bad thing.
Sure. In general, it'd be, don't be a backstabbing, untrustworthy mongrel, that sort of thing.
That's right.
Yeah.
You'll be skinny and backstabby and all that other fun stuff.
Always be honest and true to your crew, folks.
Yeah.
Stick with your brotherhood, your sisterhood, whoever you may be. Whether you fly under the black flag, the pink flag, the rainbow flag, or whatever, fly your flag proudly with your brothers and sisters, and always be true to them because, in a sense, they're your family under the flag. That'd be true.
That's right.
Yeah. That'd be true. Yep. So, now, with that segue, we bring out more rum.
I believe Bill G has found this one for us.
Oh, now Bill G, you're so good at picking rums. What do you have to say there about this rum? He seems to like it quite a bit.
He seems quite enthusiastic.
Yar. Now, Scarlet Raven, when was the last time we opened up the cask of the bilge water?
Well, I do it on occasion.
You do it on occasion? Okay. So, Bill G, how would this compare to the bilge water? Bill G seems to think that this is much better than the bilge water in the cask. So, what we have here, folks, is a real true treat. Now, we've talked about plantation rums before. We've talked with Captain Turner here about plantation rums and how good they are. They're a Barbadian rum.
Right.
And that's sort of what they consider the birthplace of rum manufacturing, in a way, 400 years ago or so, I think. I could be a little bit wrong on the timeline, but I know that they started making rum in Barbados a long, long time ago.
Yeah.
And plantation, of course, is unique because they take their rums and they ship them to France, where they put them in wine barrels and let them mellow for quite a long time. And then they bring them back, and then they sweeten them back with other flavors and add more alcohol to them to make a truly unique rum experience.
They're a good rum. Now, if you remember, not that long ago, we had the Plantation Peru.
Plantation Peru. Yeah, that would be an exceptional rum because it's and it was from Peruvian sugarcane.
Right.
Yeah,
right.
and made in Peru there. And you wouldn't think that they would do much rum production in Peru, but wherever they grow sugarcane, well, that's where they do rum production.
Correct. Now, Plantation is one of Captain Turner's favorite rums.
Yeah.
That he likes to set his standard to.
Yeah, as far as
smooth.
The Plantation 5-year be not an expensive rum, but well worth the coin, and I kind of consider that a nice quality, middle quality, but definitely worth getting.
Yeah, and I've had some of Captain Turner's plantation rum that he carries around in his little flask, and we're hiding from the peelers, when they come about, and we'll have a few sips, and of course they've got no idea of what we're drinking. They think we're just rollicking old pirates, but here we are taking a sip. So this be unique. Now this be what does that say across there? Barbados Rum Plantation 20-year anniversary.
Yeah.
And it comes in this fancy bottle, which looks like some kind of a cognac bottle or something like that.
Very fancy bottle.
Yeah, very fancy bottle. And this be a multiple gold medal winner. And I'll read along a little bit of the things here. Let me see that Farsi glass
Yeah.
there, Kevin,
Very
if you wouldn't mind. Okay, so on the back here it says gold medal Paris, gold medal Berlin, gold medal Rumfast Finland. Now,
Finland rum.
well, that'd be a country after my own heart, being that I'm part Finnish. And then it says here,
He's a
Gold
lot.
Medal Cup Master UK.
Like we all are.
And it says 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 total gold medals. And it says here, mellowed in the Chateau Bonbonnet in France.
Right, which was the same place that the Plantation Peruvian
That's right.
was done. The Chateau Bonbonnet.
And so, boy, quite amazing. And it says something up here. Let me read that. 20th anniversary. You turn it around on the front. Plantation. It's got their little plantation man too. That little diagram. I'm not quite sure what that
It's
means.
got a nice coloration to it.
Yes, it does. And then it says 40% alcohol. So there you go.
I wonder
So-
if that little diagram is supposed to be a sugar cane with the leaves coming off of it,
could be.
maybe. I'm not sure. Hard to tell.
Now we're talking about that little thing right there. If it could be a sugar cane, I thought it was a little pictogram of a man.
It sort of looks like a man, but it's too many
Could be
arms.
sugarcane with
Yeah.
the sun rising behind.
Could be.
Okay,
Oh,
sun. Yeah, it's the sun shining behind your sugar cane
That
plant.
could be.
Oh, we like that.
There you go.
Okay, so color-wise, my goodness, look at that color.
Nice
Rich
color.
and thick and beautiful. Such a beautiful amber color, folks.
Yar.
Now, you can tell a lot about rum by the color. That's true.
You can tell the color by the color.
Smell,
That's
yeah.
for sure. Oh, look at that. Ah, look at this. Pour us off a little bit here. Captain Turner, I'll pour you a little dram.
Thank you kindly.
There you
That'd
go.
be good, thank
Be
you.
good? All right,
Oh,
Scarlet
that'd be
Raven.
nice looking.
Let's pour a little bit in there. Oh, whoops. Sorry about that. Didn't mean to pour you so much. Pour me a little dram. And let's take a look at it.
It's got a smooth smell to it.
Ah,
You
I
see
can,
the
I can barely smell it,
coloration.
to be honest with you. But it smells nice.
Boys, yeah. I mean, it's very
It
very
smells
faint.
like-
Very faint.
Yeah, it smells like many other plantation rums.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they've all got that white oak sort of wine cask
Right.
smell to them. Very interesting, unique sort of smell. Some casks, you know, are red oak and they're kind of strong. They kind of impart a lot of that red oak, that oily red oak flavor.
Right.
And this one's, it's white oak, so it's got a very clean finish to it, very clean. Let's see, let's see, yes. Oh, that's quite nice.
Oh, yeah.
Well, all right, down the hatch, young man.
Yar.
You're hard. You're hard.
Oh, that's rum.
That is
Spice. You taste that spice in there?
Right. Now swishing around like you know
Yeah.
I always do.
Yeah.
You get a little bit of the tingles of the tongue, but it's
Yeah.
not overwhelming.
Oh,
It
smooth.
doesn't burn the throat at all.
No.
Only the tip of the tongue.
Yeah.
The flavors evolve a lot on your tongue. Goes
They do.
Right.
from
it's dry.
almost salty sweet to more sweet.
Yeah.
And you just get a lot of flavors
Right.
to it.
And very dry.
Very dry.
So that's pretty good.
Yeah.
No,
you
I'm
know,
liking that
it's
quite a
got
bit.
excellent flavor to it. Excellent smell. Boy, it's such a, you know, it's like what you said, Captain Turner. You can barely smell it, but what you can smell is a very smooth, spicy smell.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Um,
Not over the top sweet.
Yeah, and as light as the smell as the flavors is.
Yeah, and I definitely have that
quite-
woody flavor to it.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's slight. It's not as
Yeah.
strong as the last one.
It's not an overpowering one at
No,
all.
not at all.
You could sip this quite a bit, and you wouldn't get sick just from the taste of it. Like some liquors, you
Yeah,
kind of
yeah.
they feel heavy.
And you feel heavier, they come back on you later.
Mm-hmm.
This one's got a very nice spice. There's cinnamon and some
Yeah.
nutmeg in there.
It almost tastes almost like coconut.
Yeah.
Not like artificial coconut, but
Maybe like a real coconut in there.
Yeah.
Like a little coconut oil.
it's quite
It's
nice.
definitely kind of a citrusy.
Yeah.
Definitely the wood. A little bit of vanilla again.
Mm-hmm.
I don't get much citrus from that.
It's light.
I definitely get some vanilla and a little bit
Definitely
of
got the molasses, the caramel,
molasses, caramel. Yep, those are
and then some spice, whether it be nutmeg or something.
It's got all of that typical rum flavor that you think of rum should taste
right.
like.
Yeah, the different spices, the Caribbean spices and
Mhm.
stuff.
But it doesn't taste like a spiced rum. Like you get these sugary spiced rums off the
Yeah.
shelf.
Right.
Yeah.
That, you bring to your college frat parties. This is nothing like that. This is much
Yeah.
better.
It's sweet, but not overly sweet.
Mm-hmm.
There's just enough
good.
sweetness in there to make it pleasurable for drinking.
Now this is about a $55 to $60 bottle of rum.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'd say it's well worth it. That's
I
quite
think
good.
so too. It doesn't say how old it is, but I'm betting there's a blend of all sorts of different years in there.
Right. When we go through this, I'll see what I can find, and if I
Yeah.
can find it, I'll be posting it down.
Yeah.
There at the bottom.
I would say this rates right up there with the rum you brought me last time at the last party that we had.
Yeah,
The Kirk and Sweeney.
Kirk and Sweeney. It rates right up there with Kirk and Sweeney.
Yeah, you know what I usually do is I try to judge all rums by Kirk and Sweeney 23.
Kirk and Sweeney 23 and Bumbu.
And
are-
Boom, which I
yeah.
consider to be a 4 or 4.5.
Bumbu's more
can
your
glass
dessert, where Kirk and Sweeney is your very fine.
Right.
Fine sipping rum.
Right.
Yeah,
Now, I'm
because
sure
it's
there's
so
better than
smooth.
that, but
Yeah.
a lot of these rums that are maybe better, maybe $300-400
Oh,
rums,
yeah.
which we at the Pirate Round can't afford. But if you somebody out there who'll be watching and you want to send us some, we'd be more than happy to.
I'm sure
do,
it
a,
would.
do a nice parody review.
Right,
Yeah, we sure
everything
would,
that we
yeah.
do, because to kind of a little bit about the Pirate Round, everything that we do is in our own dollar. We don't get any kind of money. We don't have backers. We don't get any
have
money.
no sponsors.
No sponsors. No
it's
YouTube
us.
money. We don't have a patron, though we've thought about it, but we're not sure what we would do with a patron. What we would offer to but. Everything that we do is, out of our own pocket. So
True,
these
true.
rums, we're not like we're wealthy people, but we work hard and
Pirates.
we be pirates.
Yeah.
And,
Yar.
So I would probably give that. To me, it's a 4 blast. Now,
Oh,
I
it's
know it might
easy
be
4.
higher than that for you, but to me, it's 4.
It's an easy
It,
4.
it doesn't
easy.
quite have the
Yeah.
flavoring that I like the Kirk and Sweeney or the Bumbu, but it is still it rates up there pretty high to me.
I would rate it 4 to maybe 4.5. It surprised me when it first hit my tongue how much I liked it, because
Yeah.
going from the smell, I was like, well, it smells okay. It smells nice. It wasn't a whole lot to go off of from the smell, but it tastes quite excellent.
Yes, it does. Yes, it does. For me, I would say probably 4 to 4.5. It's right up there with Kirk and Sweeney 23. And the reason I say that is because, for one thing, I'm quite disposed to plantation rums. I think they're a very high quality rum. When you see them in a store, you can almost always be guaranteed to having a nice, flavorful, smooth product. Now, some of their younger rums, like the 3 or 4 year, they could be a little burny, but most of them taste very good.
Yeah.
And so, working upon that, then you end up with something like this that's very flavorful. And sure, it's 50 coin or thereabouts, but I got to say it's worth it. For a good, smooth liquor that you can pour out with your friends and enjoy. Why good? It's pretty dang good that you could sit down and enjoy something so flavorful like this. Sit in front of the fire with the fire crackling and the hound dog at your feet. And discussing the day's events and politics and that sort of thing with your friends, and pour it out and have a good time and enjoy it. I say 4 to 4.5 cannon blasts. It's right for me. It's right up there with Kirk and Sweeney 23.
I'd be with you.
Yeah,
It's good.
Yeah.
It's good.
very good stuff. In fact, when we take the session out here, I'm going to pour me out a little.
I think I'll take a little bit too.
Yeah, I'm just going to pour me a dram. And
Not
it's
that
gonna-
Jamaican Mountain Red is bad. It's
No, it's good. Captain Turner, you want a little sip, or you want to have some Jamaican?
Just a
Mountain?
little sip, I want to.
Yeah. Whoops, sorry about that, Scarlet Raven. I know you don't. I know you can't stand your rum there.
hate it. Hate the stuff.
There you go. How's that? Is that good?
Perfect.
All right, perfect.
So before we take it out, we want to promote the second international pirate rendezvous in Europe in 2020 in Zolpec, Germany. And it's August 7th, 8th, and 9th. English is the main language there, so don't be afraid that if it's in Germany that nobody will understand you, because it is the main language. They do
Sprechen
have
Sie English.
Sprechen Sie English, right?
I just thought of something. Pirates of all languages. German, Swedish, French, English, Italian, Canadian, American, whatever. The language they all speak?
Rum.
But anyway, they have 3 stages. They've had bands, Yibanish Privateers, Pat Raskett, Stormfrome, Punch and Judy. There's been many other bands. Well, it's only the second annual, but they had other bands last year. Can't name them all. Those are the names that stick on the mind. But anyway, if you're not doing anything August 7th, 8th, and 9th, and you want to go to Zopek, Germany, look for the second international pirate rendezvous there. And they'll be sponsored by Festivals des Pirates and Les Echos des Mars.
Exactly. Oh, that's great.
Unless I butcher that name, I know it.
Well, merci beaucoup, folks.
Merci beaucoup.
Merci beaucoup.
So, friends, thank you so much for watching this episode of the Pirate Round. As we've sampled this fine Plantation 20th anniversary rum, very fine, very tasty. And we say to you now, folks, always drink responsibly. It looks like we drink a lot here, but we actually moderate our drinking quite a bit. Always drink responsibly. Be careful what you do. Don't hurt anyone. But enjoy yourself too. Have a good time. And enjoy your life, because you only get one chance around here in this world.
They say, you only live once. Actually, you live every day of your life.
That's true.
You only die once.
You only die once, but you live every day.
That's true.
And I say, folks, thank you so much. And from us here at the Pirate Round, Scarlet Raven, Captain Turner, and myself, Captain Skultopus, we say, Yar har.
Yar har. Don't forget to stop that subscribe button, like, and share.
Share. Aye.
Boy, that's good.
Oh, nice.
It just sits on your tongue there.
That is
and
good.
you can just taste that spice. It just sits there. It's like a really spicy dessert that you've had.
And it warms you just a little bit.
warms- good, yeah,
and
it
it just
warms you.
evolves as it sits there in your tongue.
And then when you inhale, you're like, oh, you're just tasting everything and smelling everything in there.
That's good. That's good.
Very good
That
stuff.
was a good $60 spent.
Well,